Hello YouTube and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 House of Mordecius, the series where I try to take over the world, beginning with only one county. We started all the way down here with just this little tiny southern tip of Ireland, and we are potentially trying to take over all of, eventually, the United Kingdom, and after that, the entire world. The only hiccup in the plan at this moment is that our main character, Drogunath the First, is sick and probably will be dying soon, and handing everything over to his son, Drogunath the Second. If you like this video, please make sure to like it, please make sure to comment and let me know what you think of Crusader Kings 3 and House of Mordecius, and make sure to subscribe so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Check out the Twitch, check out the TikTok, check out the Blue Sky. We're going to go ahead and press play here and let 893 AD commence. I was planning on starting a war to really kick this year off with a bang, but at this point I think we're gonna just let some time pass, let some gold build up, and just kind of see how things develop for the moment before we do anything too drastic. Ooh, and here we have our first faction. Our vassal Lord Shamaria has created the Liberty faction against us. I'm surprised it has taken this long for such a thing to actually take place. Shamaria, we have done nothing but promote you, and now you are looking to gain liberty against us. They want to lower the tribal authority. Well, we're not going to be doing that. We'll see how that plays out, but yeah, Shamaria, I'm keeping an eye on you from now on. Also, I'm sure you guys can hear, but my apartment complex is having the yard work done outside, so it's probably rather loud, but we're vibing. I know that I said we were going to wait a little while to declare war, but I changed my mind. What we're going to do is move our rally point that is currently in Ceredigion to up here in Ulster. Now, why are we doing this, you might ask? Well, the only piece of Ireland that we could feasibly take right now is this little part that is currently controlled by Hjaltland, which is Oriel. And Chieftain Hrolfr Einarsson, we're going to declare war on him. We actually have a pretty solid chance of beating him, and we're going to be conquering the Duchy of the High Chiefdom of Ulster. Costs us 135 prestige. Hopefully we can get this war settled by the time Drogunath the First dies. I don't have entirely high hopes for it, but we'll see how things go. Let us raise our armies and send them to the tribe of Curlingafjordur. Lord Finn will be commanding our armies. We'll wait to call on our ally, see if we even need it. Let's go, boys. March! The siege begins here at the end of January. So one thing we can do here is we can demand the payments that we are owed from all of our hooks. We'll go ahead and do that. 3 from Coman, 19 from Lord Flansinna, 14 from Bjorg Ivandersdottir, and 6 from our son, Chieftain Drogunath II. And now what we're going to do with that money is hopefully here pretty soon, we need 11 more gold to create the title of the Duchy of Gwynedd, which we will be doing ASAP. Once again, hopefully before Drogunath II dies. It's not looking good for him, I'll admit that. We're currently being raided by the first raiders of Gowrie. I don't think we can do much about it at this point because they have 3,400 troops. Of course, these jerks wait until I declare war to begin raiding my lands. Oh, and we have the Pictish band of Mearns coming to invade our land. They have a decent size army, which means we are going to call on our ally. Hopefully he's able to come and help us out. They were able to rout us very well. They snuck around the western side here of Ireland, right under our noses. Chieftain Brandeb joins our effort. Send troops as soon as you can, my boy, please. My daughter, praise Saint Brid. Samson has given birth to a perfect little daughter. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Let's see what we get for naming after a family member. We could name her after Samson herself. Have we already done that? Do we have a daughter named Samson? I have 17 children, or had 17 children at least. I don't think we've used that name so far. Let's see what else we get if we generate a good Irish name. Well, one name that popped up is Martha, a surprisingly modern name. I guess all names come from somewhere after all. And I like it, it's pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. Martha, welcome to the family. It's time to get you educated. The person doing the educating will be the person with the highest sum of all skills, which will be me, for as long as I am around. Cyrus lost the trait pneumonia, thank goodness. The Siege of Oriel has been won. With a 100% war score, we will be enforcing our demands. I'll be demanding a hostage. We will be taking Bjorg, Hrolfr's daughter, Hirse, in order to have a truce with our bud here. Boom. We have victory in the Munsterian conquest of the High Chiefdom of Ulster. So be it. We're going to send, just because our army is raised, I will send them up to try to meet with this raiding party here. They probably won't make it in time, but may as well see if we can do something about the gold that they've stolen. And we are above our domain limit by 1. Let's see what we can do about that. Well, Oriel is already going to be handed off to Chieftain Drogunath the second after the first dies, so I believe we will go ahead and grant that title to him. Just because he's bordering it already, and it just makes sense to me. Grant the title. Let's let a little time pass here, see if we can catch up with this raiding party, and also we're waiting on that 87 gold to build the Duchy of Gwynedd. And here on the 23rd of June, the Battle of Craig Feargase has commenced. Looks like we will probably win, hopefully. Lord Shamaria was wounded by Jarl Birger. Maybe he'll do us a favor and die. My wife, High Chiefess Sier, is once again absent from our chamber as night falls. We've been through this song and dance before. And this time, at the end of his life, Drogunath is going to trust her. So he probably is sleeping with someone else. I mean, again, at this point, does it really matter? We have won the Battle of Craig Feargase, and we will leave our army up just for a moment in case they decide to come back across the water and try to raid us. Constance comes of age. I am proud to see my son no longer as a child but as an adult. Despite being a chatty child, Constance at times finds it difficult to get along with people. Few at any court would be overly impressed by his grasp of etiquette, but at least he does know how to hold his own in polite company. He also knows how to hold a breadstick. And you can definitely see the years of age here on High Chiefess Serlaith. It's kind of sad seeing these people that we've watched, you know, week after week growing older, knowing that at some point they will also pass away. So Constance gains the trait Adequate Bargainer, and he returns to our court. Very good. You know, I would really like to plan a hunt so that we can try to hunt down that legendary boar, but it's just not in the cards with the amount of gold that we have at the moment. Constance has returned to our court. We have to spend pretty much every ounce of gold that we have. In fact, we're going to demand 1 gold from our daughter in order to hopefully get this title created. And with 87 gold, we now have the option of 2 different titles we can create. We can create the Duchy of Gwynedd, which would kind of group together all these lands over here, or the Duchy of Meath, which would group together these lands over here. I think, considering our origins in Ireland, it might be more important to hold the duchy that actually is within the bounds of Ireland. That's just my opinion. For some reason it says we do not have 87 gold when we actually do. Not sure what that's all about. Let's give it a couple days, see if it ticks over. A new home! I am informed my hostage Bjorg has at last arrived from Hjaltland. Chieftain Hrolfr's daughter will no doubt be anxious about her new life in Munster. Trust in your father, I reassure her. You will be treated well here. I'll show you to your room. And with that, we have enough gold to create the Duchy of Meath. Create the title! Boom! Olsen is in line to inherit this particular title, and we are going to ask him to take the vows so that it in fact gets passed to Chieftain Drogunath II. And we have the option to create a few kingdoms. We could create the Kingdom of Ireland as soon as we have 175 gold. That will probably have to wait until Drogunath II takes over, if I had to wager. The white boar. As the days pass, I hear nothing about the white boar and I grow restless. Surely someone must have seen it. What about all the peasants who litter the wetlands? Maybe I should appeal for their assistance. Probably the best option here is to send a missive. Only costs us 150 prestige. We'll go ahead and do that. And the raiding of our lands are over, which means we can disband our armies and hope that nobody comes after us. Olsen has accepted our pleas to take the vows. Let's take one more look at our line of succession here. Drogunath II is, in fact, in line to take just about everything. The only hiccup is that Abner McDrogunath is in line to gain the High Chiefdom of Meath. I don't know how that happened, but... And Abner, our hunchbacked son, is not old enough to take the vows. The only option we would have is to disinherit him, and I'm kind of tempted to do that. We lose 150 legitimacy, and our legitimacy level decreases to rightful, which sucks. And of course Abner would hate us, and it's also kind of just the wrong thing to do. But from a story perspective, I'm almost tempted just because it's like, this curmudgeonly old man looks upon his hunchbacked son and is like, you are not fit to inherit any lands. And like, it just feels very like that's something that would actually happen. So it's hard to say. It's very mean-spirited and would hurt us in the long run. But like, not only does it secure the line of succession for Drogunath II, it also just feels thematically kind of appropriate. I'm gonna go with my gut and just do it. We're disinheriting Abner McDrogunath. Nobody liked that, especially not Abner himself, but Drogunath has made a decision. And now it's going to Congalach McDrogunath, who is our 2-year-old little baby son. Well, I certainly can't disinherit him. He definitely can't take the vows. Well, this should certainly play out interestingly, with Drogunath II controlling most of the inheritance, and then my 2-year-old son just controlling one little part. We'll see how that goes. Lord Flancinna was swayed. He gained 25 opinion of us, so brings him up to a whopping -42. The final day of 893 is here, and we have taken Oriel, making Munster just a little bit bigger than it was. Disinheriting one of our sons, a new daughter being born. What lies on the horizon for the House of Mordecius? Well, you'll just have to tune in next time to find out. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Please make sure to comment. Let me know what you think of Crusader Kings 3 and the House of Mordecius. Make sure to subscribe so that you get notified every time I upload a new video or go live. Check out the Twitch, check out the TikTok, check out the Blue Sky, and I will see you all next time.